On the 19th of September 1976, at approximately 11:30 at night, residents of Tehran, Iran, began flooding the Imperial Iranian Air Force command post with phone calls about a bright object in the sky. The duty officer observed it himself through binoculars and could not identify it. He contacted the Assistant Deputy Commander of Operations, General Nada Yousefi, who authorized the scramble of an F-4 Phantom II interceptor from Shahroki Air Force Base. What happened next was documented in a classified US Defense Intelligence Agency report, a report that the DIA's own evaluation division rated as a case of high credibility and high strangeness. Tonight I want you to tell me, when a nation scrambles two fighter jets and both jets lose their weapon systems at the same moment they try to engage, what are we supposed to conclude? Comment below. The first F-4, piloted by Lieutenant Yadi Nazeri, approached the object from the south. As the jet closed to within approximately 40 kilometers, all instrumentation and communications failed simultaneously. The pilot could not communicate with the ground. His navigation equipment went dark. He broke off the intercept and turned back toward base. The moment he turned away, all systems restored to full function. A second F-4 was scrambled, piloted by Lieutenant Parviz Jafari, with Weapons Systems Officer Lieutenant Jalal Demirian. Jafari acquired the object on radar at a range of approximately 43 kilometers. The radar return indicated a target comparable in size to a Boeing 707 tanker. The object was intensely bright, alternating between red, green, blue, and orange lights with a strobe-like pattern so rapid that all colors appeared visible simultaneously. As Jafari closed the distance, the object maintained its separation, matching his speed and pulling away whenever he accelerated. Then a second, smaller object detached from the first and headed directly toward the F-4 at high speed. Jafari attempted to fire an AIM-9 Sidewinder missile. At the moment he prepared to fire, his weapons control panel went dead. His communication systems failed simultaneously. He executed a hard turn and deployed countermeasures, but the smaller object followed him through the turn before breaking off and returning to the larger craft. A third object then detached from the first and descended rapidly toward the ground. Jafari and Demirian observed it descend and appear to land gently in a dry lake bed below, illuminating the area with a bright light approximately 2 to 3 kilometers in circumference. The pilots noted the precise location. The DIA report filed by the US military attaché in Tehran documented all of these details. The report was sent through official channels and classified. It noted that the case involved multiple witnesses, including civilian observers, an Air Force general, and 2 separate F-4 crews, as well as radar contact and electromagnetic effects on 2 aircraft. The DIA's own routing sheet classified the report as having high value for foreign technology assessment. The following morning, a helicopter was dispatched to the area where the third object had appeared to land. The crew found nothing at the exact site, but residents of a small settlement nearby reported a loud noise and a bright light during the night. The helicopter crew detected a high-frequency electronic signal, described as a beeping, coming from a specific location. No source was identified. General Yousefi, who authorized the scramble, has publicly discussed the incident. He has stated that the object demonstrated technology far beyond anything in any known military inventory, Iranian, American, or Soviet. The Shah of Iran was briefed on the event. The United States was informed through intelligence channels. The skeptical response has been limited and unconvincing. Some have suggested the initial visual sighting was Jupiter, which was prominent in the sky that evening. This does not explain the radar return showing a 707-sized target. It does not explain the electromagnetic interference on 2 separate aircraft at the precise moments they attempted to engage. It does not explain the smaller objects that detached, pursued an F-4, and descended to ground level. And it does not explain why the Defense Intelligence Agency classified the case as high credibility. What makes the Tehran incident particularly significant is the weapon system failure. The F-4 Phantom II was one of the most combat-proven aircraft of its era. Its weapons and avionics systems were hardened against electromagnetic interference. The simultaneous failure of weapons control and communications, occurring at the exact moment the pilot attempted to engage, suggests a targeted, intelligent response. The systems were not simply disrupted, they were disabled selectively at the moment of maximum threat and restored when the threat posture was withdrawn. This pattern, electronic neutralization of weapon systems during close UAP encounters, is consistent across multiple cases and multiple decades. Malmstrom in 1967, Rendlesham in 1980, the Belgium wave in 1990. In every instance, the technology demonstrated was not merely superior, it was dominant in a way that rendered the most advanced military hardware of the era completely ineffective. 2 jets scrambled, 2 sets of weapon systems disabled, 1 object that outran everything sent to intercept it, and a Defense Intelligence Agency report that rates the case as high credibility. The Tehran incident is not a story, it is a military encounter documented by 2 governments. Subscribe now and follow the evidence.